Hello everyone, Texas Trail Maverick here. This is the first episode in a new series entitled Exploring Your Local Trails. I'll be cruising around my stomping ground to find those hidden jewels in and around my own backyard. So please feel free to join me as I rediscover my own city and all it has to offer. In the first episode, Outdoor Kicks and I scoured the south side of town in search for a decent place to launch our kayaks. We were met with several obstacles along the way, but it leads to exactly what this series is all about. The first possible access point was just a little too steep to carry a kayak down. The other side had a large amount of dense brush, a steep bank, and debris obstructing our path, so we decided to move on. And after a few minor disappointments, we found the perfect place to get into the water. It's called Alamo River RV Ranch and Campground, and it's located in Bonorme, Texas. Once inside, we met with Glenna. She was helpful and polite and gave us all the information we needed.
Here we go. So the nice young lady inside just explained to us that it's $5 a person for a day pass. There's access to the river. You can fish. You can kayak. They got about a mile worth of kayaking area that you can go down. That's great just for the day. And it's not that far. So we're going to go down right now. We're going to explore the area. We're going to decide whether or not we're going to launch from here. The great thing about this is they have RV camping. They have tent camping. They sell bait. Great, this is perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. So let's stay on this trail.
Now, from what we were told, it was a nice place to launch from. But once we got there, we realized how perfect of a spot it was. Now, the firm and flat ground and shallow water really allowed for a seamless launch. And after a little bit of hype, it wasn't long before we got our butts out on the water. Now, right about here, as the water was seeping into my undergarments as it was traveling up the scupper holes into the kayak, I was a little disappointed I had forgot to put scuppers in there, so Outdoor Kicks decided to lend me a couple, and then this happened.
No! Oh, fuck. Well, now I gotta get it. Fucking piece of shit. That will not be in the video.
But I decided to put it in because, as a reminder, always keep sure footing, always mind your surroundings, and don't ever go after a couple of dollars worth of scuppers if they fall into the water. Your safety is much more important than that. Now, in my opinion, this paddling trail has a little bit of everything for everybody. It has a slow moving current, it has a faster moving current, it has shallow water, it has deeper water. It has areas where you can really challenge yourself, just like I did. I chose to have a cereal bar in my hand as I was trying to go up against the current. I challenge everybody not to do this because it was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be, but it was fun anyway.
Damn it. Beaching my ass. Shit.
If you go river kayaking, or if you plan to go river kayaking, make yourself a kayak leash. It's composed of 2 steel spring snap hooks and twisted nylon rope. This will get you out of a lot of tricky situations. Mine was gifted to me by Outdoor Kicks, and it worked out perfectly. Now, right about here, the water was a little too shallow to travel on, so we decided to scout up ahead on foot. And after noticing a few restricted area signs, we decided that we must hit the end of the line. So we decided to turn back. Remember, y'all, when you tie up your kayak, be sure to do it correctly, because as I was walking back to my kayak, this happened. The journey back isn't always as great as the journey toward, but there's always a feeling of accomplishment when you explore and experience something new.
It's not yours, is it?
And you return, having picked up a few things along the way. Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me on this first episode of Exploring Your Local Trails. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
If you're ever in the Alamo City and you have the urge to go hiking, kayaking, horseback riding, camping, fishing, or all the above, feel free to travel to Alamo River RV Ranch and Campground in Von Ormy, Texas. I highly recommend it. Until the next episode, remember, there's no trail too big or too small. Get out and explore them all.